boxing promoter Frank Warren has managed some of the biggest names in boxing, including Frank Bruno, Chris Eubank and, of course, Tyson Fury.
And now he says he's taking the biggest risk of his career. Not joining us, I'm hoping. That's not it. There's more to it than that. But he does join us now alongside Olympic silver medalist Joe Joyce and his manager Sam Jones and British heavyweight champion Daniel Dubois with promoter, as we said, Frank Warren, who's got a very special announcement.
Good morning to all of you. Lovely to have you here this morning. Frank, I think this is quite a sort of a landmark moment. Terrestrial television to be announcing... Well, would you like to go ahead and tell us what it is?
We're announcing the big fight. The two undefeated guys, the Juggernaut and the Destroyer. They're fighting on the 11th of April at the O2. And it's going to be a special night for British boxing, world boxing. These are the two best young or best heavyweights, up-and-coming heavyweights. The winner of this fight, I believe this is like a virtual eliminator for the world title. So the time Tyson fights Wilder, the time Anthony Joshua has these two mandatories, this time, at the end of this year, the winner will fight for the world title. So this is a big moment for them, big moment in British heavyweight boxing.
Big moment in British heavyweight boxing, and you've said the biggest risk of your career as well. Why is that?
Well, no, I was asked the question, is it too soon for Daniel? You know, he only had 7 senior bouts as an amateur. He's had, what is it now, 14 professional fights. So it's quite a step up for him. You know, Joe's got a wealth of experience. He was a silver medalist in the Olympic Games. I thought he actually won the gold. He got robbed, but he was a silver medalist and he's undefeated. He's been in with some good quality fighters. So, you know, a lot of people see it as a risk fight, but I see it as a fight that you know, I just feel that Daniel's ready to go, and that's what we're doing. We're letting him go.
Goodness me. I mean, normally the announcement of fights and press conferences get a bit lively. I suddenly feel slightly vulnerable, don't you, Ben, in the middle of this? Have you... it's not going to be like that. I mean, are you ready for this?
Well, of course, I'm 100% ready. I think I'm just going to put it this way. I'm going to put Joe to sleep and... So
yeah,
bring your sleeping bag.
You're going to try, mate.
Bring your sleeping bag, Joe, because you're going to sleep.
Mate, you'll put me
100%. 100%.
Mate, it's going to kick off. It's going to be a massive fight, and you're going to get knocked out at the end of it.
There's no way that's happening.
Huh?
No chance.
It's all Frank's
fault.
fault.
We'll see.
You know,
Why is it Frank's
It's all Frank's fault. Do you remember the guy, Bruce Ismay, who made the Titanic crash by speeding it up to not avoid the iceberg?
This isn't a Titanic.
Crashing
you know
into
what?
the iceberg.
Now, you're the Titanic.
You know what?
You're going to get hit by the iceberg.
Let me tell you, I don't know what that's all about. All I know is these two guys are going to... Mate, well, that's your opinion, you're entitled to that. Forget about the Titanic. This is a state-of-the-art aircraft carrier with a stealth bomber who's going to come and show you what's it all
Frank's
about.
forgot he promotes the pair of them.
He's
trying to be, he can't be impartial. He's getting knocked out, and that's the end of it.
Okay. So, Joe, let's talk about this for a sec, because the major difference between the two of you, because you've got similar professional records, but you are a lot older than Daniel. You came to boxing a lot later.
I don't think I've got a similar record. I think I'm a lot... You know, all my opponents have had winning records.
OK.
Whereas, I don't know if you saw Daniel's last fight, but...
But in terms of wins and losses, in terms of the amount of professional fights you've had, regardless of the opponents, the stats look like it's a similar sort of number of fights and stuff. So, but why do you think that Daniel's not ready to take you on, Joe?
Because who's he fought?
Who have you fought? You haven't fought no one. You haven't fought no one. Listen, we're both at this point in our career. I need this fight. I've been waiting a long time for this fight. This is a career-defining fight. And after this one, I'll move on to the world title.
Amateur or pro, you fought nobody.
You know what? It doesn't matter. I've sparred Joe, I've sparred everyone.
You left the GB as a kid because you weren't good enough to get into the Olympics, so you left early. Frank kidnapped you from the Olympics.
You don't know what you're talking about.
Of course I know what you're talking about.
We've seen a lot of world title holders at different weights that never made the Olympic team, haven't we? Just being, I mean,
he chose to leave.
It's a benchmark of how good a fighter is when they are amateur fighters to go to the Olympics, but it doesn't necessarily
Nigel Benn, Chris Eubanks,
he chose to leave.
Hammond.
What do you mean?
Of course, they all chose to leave.
He had a 50-50 chance of going head-to-head with Fraser Clark. He knew he couldn't beat Fraser Clark, so he left. He kidnapped him.
Forget all that rubbish. You know what's going to happen? On the 11th of April, they're going to go head-to-head and we'll find out.
And then you fed him...
The rest of it doesn't mean...
vulnerable opponents.
Doesn't mean a thing.
Vulnerable opponents to boost...
Danny, if there's people sitting at home today and that will be watching Good Morning Britain for all sorts of reasons, because they like waking up with the news, it could be the entertainment, it could be the human interest stories. Not often do we get boxing in. The fact that we're announcing this fight on terrestrial television, I think, is really fantastic. But why do you think they should watch this fight? What is it that you've got, Daniel, that means that you're going to be able to beat Joe?
Well, I've got world championship potential. And listen, I'm just out there to be the best I can be. And on this journey, it's going to be an exciting fight while it lasts. But at the end of the day, I'm putting Joe to sleep. And, you know it or not, you know, come what may, I'm going to be ready for it.
Frank, undoubtedly, one of the things that's talked about a lot is that this is very early in Daniel's career. You know that Joe has fought some great opponents and come through all of those. And there is a risk, isn't there, that actually rushing him through when he's still so young and still so sort of still so early in his professional career is a big risk to take.
Well, it's one of those situations where people say, when are people, you know, when is this guy going to fight this guy? We're making it happen. And at the end of the day, he's not going to get beat. Even if he did, the highly unlikely circumstance he did get beat, it's an experience for him. It's not the end of any career, but I've got absolute confidence in him that he'll do the business.
Joe, you came relatively late to boxing, I think I'm right in thinking, didn't you, in terms of age? And have often said that you like boxing, and you're doing it at the moment, but it's not your big passion. You like many other things, like art and all sorts of things.
Yeah, you know, I've got a degree in fine art, and I got in very late. I got in 22, the age Daniel is right now. So, but I was like a jack of all trades, but then a master of none. But now I'm dedicating myself to boxing, and I want to be a master boxer.
That's one
and
of
obviously the art can come later.
Beautiful.
That's one of your paintings. Is that something that you would like to do professionally eventually? Is it something you do?
Yeah, it's something I can go back to. I can re-hone my skills. That was the last painting I did. It's just a still life, but it's still there. But then I'd have to, like boxing, build it up and become the best.
Sam, what is it about Joe that you think he's got that means he's going to be able... Because undoubtedly there is huge potential in such a young boxer at Daniel's age.
Yeah, I'm not going to sit here and say Daniel's not like the real deal. He's looked fantastic, he has. I can't say he's not looked good. He's done everything that's asked of him. But he has beaten nobody. Really, all it is right now is potential. And look, it's one thing's for certain. This fight will not go the distance. This fight will not go the distance. If you look at Daniel's record, you look at Joe's record, somebody is going.
So why should somebody who isn't as passionate and involved in boxing as you four are, why should they come along and watch this? Why is this a big fight?
Because it's two young, two up-and-coming heavyweights. You don't get it very often. It's once in a blue moon these type of fights happen. And as I say, credit to both guys. I won't give him too much credit today,
plate,
but they've both stood up to the plate. Daniel stood up to the plate. Joe said to me, where's the pen? I want to sign the contract. He was eager to sign the contract and get it on. And there's going to be a knockout on April the 11th.
Joe, what's your prediction for the fight?
Knockout, Joe Joyce, stoppage.
Joe is getting knocked out.
Man.
Joe is getting knocked out.
You're getting put to sleep.
You're
mate.
getting knocked out.
You want to put me to sleep now?
Joe is getting knocked out.
Do you want to put a round on it, Joe?
Huh?
How many rounds do you think?
I think for me, well, Daniel's going to come in and try and storm me early on, but he might not be able to deal with me them later rounds when I'm punch him in the face, punch him in the body. He's not going to like it.
He's never been hit properly.
So you're
going to have to rock and roll, man.
He's going to want to go back to
rock and roll.
You've never been hit properly.
You've done a lot like joined this.
Just a lot of testosterone surrounding me right now. It's quite overwhelming.
So Joe doesn't think it's going...
I'll say I'm not enjoying it.
I don't think it's going the distance either.
How many
I know
rounds,
it.
Daniel?
It's not a round predictor. It's going to be when it happens, you know. It's
But it will happen.
Amazing night.